Good morning, Princess, and welcome, all members of the court. We are at MCO on our way to Charlotte, but no, we are not staying and visiting Carowinds. We are continuing on to Mobile for our next adventure. Some barbecue and more. You'll find out probably pretty quickly. Have about 30 minutes to board, and I'm now reminded it has been so long since I have flown that I could not find the gate number on the boarding pass. Yes, very, very embarrassing. Well, this is, first of a few flights coming up. Not like it used to be, but I know, just gonna have to relearn all the old tricks. Our chariot to Charlotte, a trusty old 737-800. No, it is not a MAX. So I don't really care. It's fine. I would be perfectly happy flying on a MAX. All I have with me is the backpack. It is not as heavy as before. I debated many times this morning and in preparation for this trip whether or not to check a bag, and ultimately I did, simply because it's a lot nicer to not have all the stuff with you. And yeah, I know, I'm just kind of over trolleying, carrying all that stuff around with me. My reason for bringing it with me, or not checking it, would be I don't want to risk losing it before our next adventure, but the airline has a couple of days to get it to me if anything happens, but I can track it in the app, so I'll know where it went missing, and all the important stuff is in here. All right, I think there's about 20 minutes to go, so I'm just gonna do what I hate the most, and that's wait at the airport. Although things are going very, very well, perfectly on time, and I wasn't really trying very hard. I'm impressed with myself. Safely ensconced in my seat. We'll be out of here in just a few minutes. I actually don't remember if there used to be screens here. That's wow. I don't even want to think about that. Well, wrong side of the plane, but I did see my bag on the luggage cart, so I'm gonna check. It still hasn't shown as loaded yet. There we go, loaded in MCO. So it just needs to make it in Charlotte, and it will be all good. A few years ago, I was on my way to Barcelona, and one bag showed loaded in Miami. The other one took a while. It was maybe a half an hour or so. Turns out one of the thousands standing around doing nothing, basically, decided to rifle through it for a little while, and I don't know what they found. Everything seemed to be there. Never really counted, though. We'll be taking off to the north today, which means no theme park views. Well, you know what? There is one opportunity heading into Charlotte, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Hour and 15 minutes in the air, which means, no breakfast, but that's okay. Although, it's something I'm gonna have to take care of as soon as we get there. airport I never noticed. say it a lot, but it is a beautiful day to fly, perfectly smooth. But that's still the best part so far. Check this out on the IFE. They have Bewitched, South Carolina below us, less than 20 minutes until we're on the ground. Arriving early, which is great because that means I now have 10 minutes to make my connection rather than 5. Yeah, American, they've always scheduled Charlotte very, very close, but that's okay. Again, off in the distance, the Great Smoky Mountains, because that really is Tennessee. And just looking around for some. Well, we are about to land, so well, let's get away. We're all good. On the ground in Charlotte, got some pilotless aircraft sitting there. I don't know if they're truly pilotless or just waiting to go someplace, but a bit unusual to see them just out here, just hanging out. In Charlotte, the app says I have a 0-minute walk. The app is wrong. I do have to change terminals. I have to find gate E11. We're over in B now. It's been a while since I've been here. In fact, I don't even remember the last time I was here. Unfortunately, I was on the wrong side of the plane to see Carowinds. It is pretty much on the inbound from the south flight path. I hope I said that right. And got a few extra minutes, so quick pit stop and then off to, well, technically back to Florida, but that's beside the point. How about no? In a shocking display of decision making, I got an Einstein bagel. Well, it's a bagel thing. I just stopped and I got it. Don't have time, and I didn't want to waste it doing my usual, 30-minute deliberation. Oh my God, pizza. And yes, people are already lined up at the boarding door, so I think this one is going to be timed perfectly as well. The door is closed and my bag is loaded, so we are off to, well, why am I keeping that a secret? I don't know. Maybe you'll find out soon. Descending to our destination, maybe about 10 minutes left. I presume this is South Georgia. Probably going to cross the border pretty soon. Then we'll be on the ground and, well, let's see, a brief ride to the final destination. Safely on the ground, I will explain why we're here and not there in a moment. I'm sure the more astute members of the court have already recognized that I'm in Pensacola. Why am I in Pensacola? Well, I'm actually going to Mobile, Alabama, and it was significantly less expensive to fly here and just take an Uber or a Lyft or something over to Mobile than to fly directly to Mobile. So, well, revealing that, unless you already know, you probably already figured out why I'm going to Mobile. Waiting for my Lyft, and in the app it says, pick up at the TNC pickup location. Okay, what is TNC? I'm like taxi and cabs or something like that? No. It is the Transportation network companies, a name that nobody else uses. Okay, I don't know who needs to get fired over this. Someone at Pensacola Airport Authority, or ay. I am checked in and situated at the Battle House, a Renaissance hotel, and am now heading out on the brave streets, or the mean streets, bravely heading out on the mean streets, the very quiet streets of Mobile in search of dinner. So I have a place in mind. It's about a 15-minute walk, and it is about time. I forgot this is a different time zone, so it is actually past my dinner time back home, which I'm not even gonna go into what that means. This is Bienville Square here in the Mobile Central Business District. There's a naval monument over there and some sort of commemorative cross, and I'll see if I can read it. I'm not going to venture onto the lawn. Don't want to invade the squirrel territory. Maybe. Mobile is kind of a party town. I admit, something you will not find in Miami or Orlando. Not even Fort Lauderdale, I don't think, and that's hangout bars. Like, back along here, there's a bunch of bars with just some people hanging out. Very unfamiliar, and I don't know why that's so surprising. I have experienced that before, way back in my youth, in visiting other towns, so I know they exist, but I guess, you know, maybe Miami and Orlando don't have everything. I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be tough to deal with. Way down there is where we are going. Maps said about a 15-minute walk, and oh yeah, definitely 15 minutes, and well, it's a nice walk. But I realize we haven't really talked about anything important today, but this gives me an opportunity to just mention something light and fun, you know, like transit policy. In a lot of the discussion on transit policy, people will often bring up the concept of walkable cities or walkable environments, and this is a walkable environment for me. It is, I mean, a 15-minute walk to go to dinner is not that much, but I do understand why some people would find this a long way, and especially coming from South Florida, very car dependent, absolutely incompetent transit planners. Yes, a lot of people would probably drive or Uber this distance, but thing is, that is purely psychological. And you know, there's a lot of reasons for that. One of the big things is, yes, all these areas are built around cars, so people just feel like they have to drive. So I don't know, that's something we're gonna have to find ways to just change slowly. You know, yes, manipulate people. Oh, by government policy, what am I becoming? Ugh. No. This is perfectly walkable. Okay, the problem is people think it's not. It is. We don't have to change anyone's minds. We just need them to realize, you know, that it's just perfectly fine. In fact, it's more enjoyable too. Made it to the destination, Moes Original Barbecue. Okay, now I gotta look into this original thing. Is this the original location, or is it Moes Original Barbecue, like, or Moes Original Barbecue, or Moes Original Barbecue? Oh, I don't like this ambiguity. Members of the court, I have found my beer from Fairhope Brewing here in Alabama. This is the cheap sunglasses. Is it amber ale? I believe she said it was. Either way, yeah, it's definitely for me. Almost instantaneously, right off the line, this is the 2-item combo platter with pulled pork and Cornish sausage, and to accompany that I got coleslaw and potato salad, and looks like a bit of well, can I call it Texas toast? Maybe garlic toast? Oh boy, God, I hope I didn't get myself in trouble. All done at Delicious Moes. Let me tell you, he definitely relies on the preparation and quality of the cuts over sauce. There was barely a drizzle and did not need it. Oh, and it was cornbread, so that solves that mystery. Oh, very, very delicious. And that platter was only $15. That, for me, seems shockingly cheap. So even more enjoyable. All right, I am headed back. It is almost time for Betty Bye, an hour time difference. Doesn't seem like much, but yeah, to me, it is kind of a big thing. And oh, well, looky there, El Papi. Maybe next time. Okay, I am going to get some sleep and be up early for a fun-filled day here in Mobile. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. While I am stuffed and tired and have a, well, longer than most people would consider walkable, but for me it's okay, walk back to my hotel, that's okay, because yes, just reminds me why I am still, always, especially now, thankful for my problems.